Now that we've finished our blocking pass, we're ready to smooth out and finalize our animation. Let's switch our default in and out tangency to plateau. And what we'll also need to do is smooth out our function curves. We'll go to Window, Animation Editors, Graph Editor. From here, let's go ahead and open up and select our subsets and set those to plateau. Then we'll minimize our graph editor because we're going to be using it. Okay, so let's get a feel of how the animation looks now and what we need to do to make sure we're achieving some nice timing and spacing. So at about this time, we're going to start adding moving holds. So we'll just get a feel of where we'd like the character to just remain for a little bit longer before he shifts over. And remember, we want his movement to be a little bit snappy, but we want to keep in mind his weight because he is a giant. So let's say we go to about frame 33 to start. Okay, we want him in this pose for a little bit longer here. And being that there's still movement on 33, what we'll do is transfer the values on this frame to frame 50 by simply middle clicking now on frame 50, and we'll press the S key to set keys on all attributes tied to our character set. So now what we get when we hit play is him moving in, holding for a little bit longer, and then shifting over. So we'll do that process again. Given his weight, I think we can have him move over a little bit slower. So we'll take this key on frame 70 and let's move this to, let's say, 75. Hit play. Great. And now he's about ready to move in. His leg is raising up. Moving really insect-like. Let's say we now speed up the timing it takes for him to actually charge forward. So we'll start taking our keys and moving them a little bit more forward. So we'll get a feel of this. Okay, so let's say we take our keys from frames 140 all the way to 190 and start moving them a little bit more forward. Let's see how it looks if we were to place our first key on 120. Hit play. We want to make sure that our rhythm that we're getting is not constant. The rhythm is basically our major or extreme poses when they land. If it's constant, then we're going to lose that entertainment factor from the animation. What we'll also do now, once we're satisfied with when the character starts to move in, is to basically now speed up that timing it takes for him to move forward. And then what we'll also do is have him hold a little bit longer as he strikes before he rests. So we'll take the keys from frames 120 now to 140, and let's move those up to, let's say, 115. So the first key lies on 115. So as we hit play, holds and then runs forward and strikes. Okay, great. All right, well, now that that's done, we basically need to spend the time working on the footsteps. And then from there we can start adding some more follow-through poses and subtlety in the upper body. So let's go ahead and stop the lesson here. And in the next lesson we'll start working with the footsteps so they look more natural.